For those of you that are asking what a handler is, boom, a member of the community came through and gave you the most beautiful, clear description. A handler is someone who's assigned to you, whose task is to know about your ins and outs, your whereabouts, and to keep you as offbeat and out of alignment and from your path as possible. They are there to keep you stuck. They are there to keep you slow. They are there to keep you distracted. They are there to stop you and prevent you from ever starting. Some know who they are and what they're doing, and some have no idea what they're doing. But regardless if the handler is aware or not on what they are and what they're doing, it's on you to see them for who they are and to take action. So I want you to think who around you or who has been around you that fits this description. Again, it can be family, friends, a lover, children, your neighbor. It can be your mentor. It can be your teachers. It can be your coaches. The fucking librarian. It can literally be anybody. And they don't have to be direct too. They can be a friend of a friend. They can be a distant cousin. It doesn't have to be someone that's right next to you. It can also be someone who's right next to the one that's right next to you.
Watch Biden's handler.
Hostage negotiation. I don't want to get ahead of myself here because I don't know what's happened in the last 4 hours, but we've gotten great cooperation from the Qataris. I've spoken with them as well a number of times. I think the pause and that the Israelis have agreed to, it's down to, well, I'm getting too much detail. I know, Mr. Secretary, I'm going to stop. But I am mildly hopeful. I'm mildly hopeful. With regard to when is this going to stop? I think it's going to stop when Hamas no longer maintains the capacity to murder and abuse and just do horrific things to the Israelis.
And Mr. President, after today, would you still refer to President Xi as a dictator? This is a term that you used earlier this year.
Well, look, he is. I mean, he's a dictator in the sense that he is the guy who runs the country that...
Listen to me. I would love to work with Eddie. Eddie won't return my calls. So maybe one day we'll have a conversation. But I think Eddie got to a place in his life. He's like, look, I've done it all. I've seen it all. Peace out.
I want to let you know that there is a definitive blueprint that you can follow to achieve success, prosperity, longevity, and peace of mind.
Yeah, we riding around this Tyler Perry studio. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Like, I've never even seen nothing like this.
So whenever we start talking about Diddy and his allegedly shady dealings with artists in the industry, another name that always comes up is Tyler Perry's. It's kind of weird, you know? And usually when something keeps popping up like that, there's got to be some truth to it. And get this, someone's been saying that Tyler actually works under Diddy. And guess who spilled the beans? None other than Eddie Murphy himself. Sometimes those hunches turn out to be spot on. But let's just hear what Eddie has to say about it.
Racist. I ain't hooked up in all that racism shit. My motto in life is just be happy with me.
Eddie Murphy dropped a truth bomb recently that really shines a light on how Hollywood has treated black actors over the years. He basically said that the industry has purposely kept black actors apart, focusing on division instead of unity. Murphy didn't hold back, hinting at some shady stuff that's been going on behind the scenes to keep this separation going. It's a sad reality where black actors are being pitted against each other instead of standing together. Murphy even suggests that these toxic dynamics have been ingrained in the minds of up-and-coming black actors, making the divide even worse within their own community. It's a serious issue that needs to be addressed.
I ain't say shit. I mean, I ain't anything. Huh? What's up? Economic sucks? Or tell us something we don't know.
Imagine Eddie Murphy teaming up with Jordan Peele on a project, or seeing Jamie Foxx and Denzel Washington launching their own production company. It's exciting to think about the potential of these collaborations. But what's interesting is the apparent lack of partnership between Eddie Murphy and Tyler Perry throughout their careers. Both of them are huge names in Hollywood, yet they've never really worked together. This trend isn't just about them. It's a common theme among influential black creatives today. It's like they're afraid that teaming up might somehow threaten the success they've worked so hard to achieve individually. Murphy. It's a shame because imagine the magic they could create if they joined forces. But maybe there's more to it than meets the eye.
I would love to work with Eddie. Eddie won't return my calls. So maybe one day we'll have a conversation.
But why is there so much fear? There's been talk about Eddie Murphy's prolific output. Apparently, he's been in over 50 movies in less than 5 years. But here's the kicker. Only a small portion of those flicks were directed by black directors. This kind of sheds light on the industry's dynamics and might explain why we haven't seen Eddie teaming up with Tyler Perry on a project. It's like there's this hesitancy, you know? And it's not just Eddie and Tyler. The same vibe seems to be behind why we haven't seen Will Smith and Denzel Washington teaming up for a bunch of films, kind of like how Al Pacino and Robert De Niro have done. It's like there's this unwritten rule or something holding them back from coming together, and it's a shame because we're missing out on some potentially epic collaborations.
Yeah, it was wise.
Especially that we are meeting kind of for the first time. That's important. So yeah, that does help.
Well, the reason behind Tyler and Eddie Murphy not collaborating seems to have some deeper roots. Right now, there's this global awakening happening about how vulnerable Black lives are, thanks to systemic issues causing some messed up outcomes. With the Black Lives Matter movement gaining traction, more and more people are seeing the urgent need for big changes, especially in terms of economic empowerment.
Millie, when you were 14 years old, you said on a TikTok live that you thought the earth was flat.
Unfortunately, yes, I did.
Do you still believe this?
No.
Telling the truth.
Although I've never seen, like, the you know when you're on a plane, sometimes you can see it, the curve? I've not seen that yet.
You've seen satellite pictures, right?
I have, yeah. Thanks, Judd.
It's gonna be in a dimension that's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
The greatest thing floating in 2024. Mark the words. No way. In a whole different realm of business. Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few.
Prince.
Y'all, so it looks like the battle line has been drawn between Oprah and Cat Williams because Oprah is now threatening to ruin Cat's life after he embarrassed and exposed her as a handler for the Hollywood elites. But y'all know that Cat never backs down from a fight, and he is now fighting back at Oprah and threatening to release more tea on her and take her down completely. Y'all better come on inside the room, cause listen, this chaos is about to get real.
Some of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Okay, so it looks like Oprah is sick and tired of people trying to drag her, and she has finally decided to speak up and stand up for herself against the accusations. And she decided to go after none other than Cat Williams. Oprah has been in the news these past couple of weeks after Taraji started a conversation about her and how she doesn't look out for Black women in the industry like she pretends to. Now, for a very long time, Oprah has been said to be something of a champion for Black rights in Hollywood, as well as a philanthropist. But Cat is now coming out to prove that not only is Oprah not the good person we think she is, but she is way worse than we could ever imagine. But get this, it goes way beyond Taraji because according to Cat, Oprah has been playing in our faces for the longest time. Cat claimed that Oprah has been used by the higher ups in Hollywood to keep Black artists in line and keep them dancing to their tune. He pointed out how Oprah has been putting down her fellow Black artists for years, pointing out how she did Ludacris dirty and had him looking stupid when he went on her show to promote the movie Crash. Back in the day, Oprah's show was where all Black artists went to promote their new movies, music, and whatever they had going on, but sometimes Oprah would suddenly switch up and decide to make some of the artists look bad, and that's what she did to Ludacris. During the interview, Oprah decided to shift course from the talking about the movie and Ludacris's role in that movie, and she decided to start pressing him about his music and why he used the N-word in his music, even though the interview had nothing to do with his music. Ludacris definitely wasn't feeling it, and he called her out on the radio interview.
About, I was there for a Crash for the movie. Yeah. And basically she said something about not agreeing with my music, but she thought I did great in the movie. And of course I was up there with the whole cast of Crash. And so I didn't necessarily feel like that needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music. And even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music. Right.
But that's not all, because when the Ludacris interview with Oprah aired on her show, she went on to edit and cut out certain parts of Ludacris's response to her questions to make him look bad.
Do you consider me your handler?
Yeah.
you're the one who started the whole fucking thing about my period blood. So now you're going to start the handler
Let's
thing.
talk about the handler, because people like to talk about it. People have been calling you a handler because you've made sure that I've taken care of my body. You've made sure that I'm smiling every day and that I'm happy. You made sure that I'm making better choices with my career that I wanted and didn't have the guts to do by myself, and I finally have someone to do it. You made sure that as a human, not as a celebrity, I'm taken care of. So for those of you that are using the word handler as a negative, I feel sorry for you, because technically you too have a handler. That's your mama. You too have a handler. That's your teacher. Everybody has someone that you lean on in order to make your life a little bit easier. So for those of you calling her a handler in the negative way, go sit down. For those of you who are understanding how that can actually...
Right here, this, whatever this is, this right here. We think it's air. But I realized that if I stop, close my nose and mouth for 4 minutes, if I'm separated from this substance for 4 minutes, my heart don't stop. My brain don't even stop. My body functions don't stop. The first thing I lose is consciousness. I pass out. I can no longer stay aware. So I started to say, well, wait a minute. I'm not just breathing in air. I'm breathing in consciousness. I'm inhaling and exhaling God itself. And this air is conscious.
But I've had people throw millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been on, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah. That was my way of cueing you. Like, it's open time.
Yeah, you want me to talk about it?
By all means, just talk about anything.
I have friends, advisors, and business associates who say I should not tell you this. But this information is important, and I think you should know it. So in school today, we're focused on a thing called SAT, or Scholastic Aptitude Testing. We want to find out how good you are at reading, writing, and arithmetic. Very important skills. And depending on how well you do with SAT, the next thing they focus on is professional aptitude testing, whether you should be a doctor, a lawyer, fire chief, secretary, or whatever. It's a professional training. But what school fails to focus on or train people on is a thing what I call financial intelligence. We never discuss the subject of money in schools. So what do I mean by financial intelligence? Well, if we gave $10,000 to 100 people, 80 of them, or 80%, would have nothing left at the end of a year. 16% with the same $10,000 might have $10,050, what you would get by putting it in a bank. And 4%, given that same $10,000, would have anywhere from $20,000 to $1 million or more. And that's what I mean by financial intelligence. So when we go to school, we learn to read these things, but we never learn to read these, financial statements or annual reports. We never learn financial literacy in school.
Found out the hard way. They did some shit to me I didn't even know they was allowed to do. I knew they could take a nigga to jail. I thought that was it. These motherfuckers put me in a real mental institution with real crazy people. What the fuck? I might have thought I was crazy till you put me in here with the real crazy motherfuckers. Now I know I'm saying this shit. You ain't lived till you try to break up a fight with a motherfucker and himself. Fuck you, nigga, fuck you. One of y'all is right.
My kids not show up to Sunday service right in front of everybody, and you know what I mean? Like, I'm crying to see my daughter, and all of the usual suspects, the handlers, Dave Chappelle, Meek Mills, Diddy, all these people aren't in position. Now, for us as celebrities, they got to call and put a leash on them. What we gonna do with Ye? Oh, he delusional. That's the best. Dave, give him a call. Diddy, give him a call. Tell him we ain't like the T-shirt. Tell him, like, right now the agenda is this is the voting agenda for the celebrities, for the black. Make them do exactly what LeBron would do. Make them do exactly what Drake would do. And y'all know my stance on this.
It's in the early mornings of a Today Show taping. I'm pretty sure she didn't want to be there. Her dad dragged her out of bed in the morning. And basically was like, I think because she was raised Christian, and I think they found out that, like, I think it was an arranged marriage, I'm pretty sure. I'm not, looking back now, I'm like, it was definitely an arranged marriage. Like, they set this whole thing up. No, but since, like...
We found out that my trainer was a MK Ultra Canadian intelligence.
He worked in the defense research and development in the Canadian military, essentially working on psyops
Who's
in
this
the
guy?
Canadian military. This is Harley Pasternak.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, look, they tried to medicate me. I was exhausted. They wrongly diagnosed me. And they when I asked them, how much lithium did you want to put me on exactly? It took them 4 days to answer because they were embarrassed about the amount, right? And I refused to take this, right? You understand that if I had taken the medication, I would not be here, and it would have been, he was deeply troubled. We miss him. We love his music, though.
Well, they would have Britney Spears you. I mean, look at
they would have Michael Jackson
or worse, yeah.
So look at
Yes, she is, and she's watched 24 hours a day. She's not allowed to make a choice for herself, not at all, not in any way. People think she has an amazing life. She is told what to say, she is told what to eat, she is told what to drink, she is told what to wear.
By whom?
She is not her husband's wife, she is his employee. It's a business arrangement. She was a dowry.
Well, fans also noticed something weird at the Grammys last year when Jay-Z offered her a drink. She refused to take it, and Jay-Z looked offended.
Welcome back to the Grammys, everybody. You know, when you equal a record, there's no way you don't get to hold your Grammy in your hand and celebrate that.
So at the time, we all kind of assumed that Jason's tea had to do with Beyonce allegedly being hooked on drugs. But with what we know now, child, let's just say that the drug issue was not all that Jason allegedly had on Beyonce. See, a couple of days ago, Jason got all upset all over again when Beyonce had the launch party for her new hair care line, Secret. And once again, Jason didn't get an invitation. Surprise, surprise. That made it more clear that Beyonce did not consider him a friend. And clearly his blackmail attempts were very pointless. Well, this was when Jason decided to spill that tea that he had on Beyonce. Well, at least some of it according to him. Apart from the whole drugs thing, he is now claiming that Beyonce has allegedly been working behind the scenes to blackball the careers of women she believes to be having an affair with her husband Jay-Z. For example, y'all remember Tiara Marie and how she was signed to Rockefeller Records under Jay-Z, right? Miss Princess of the Rock. Well, she was suddenly dropped from the label with no warning. And while Jay-Z claimed that her album didn't perform up to par, the streets had been saying something else about that, claiming that Jay-Z had allegedly been having an affair with Tiara. And Beyonce found out about it, forced Jay-Z to fire Tiara, and then blackballed her.
And he signed her to a deal. By the time all of the ink was dry, she was just shy of being legal. But that didn't stop the mogul. He liked to sample the new talent. He was sampling her on a fairly regular basis, but he was also involved with the current A+ list singer who was in his face every day. And this could allegedly be Beyonce. The thing is, though, that corn star in charge of her career was feuding with the mogul and told the mogul he would not be allowed to hook up with the singer again. I assume he thought the mogul would think she was something special. Apparently not as special as the current A+ lister, because the new signee was dropped and the word was put out on the street. No record deals for her from any label. When someone ignored the edict, they were paid a visit. If the visits were ignored, then other steps were taken. This was a total lockdown of a career that lasted almost a decade.
But y'all, that wasn't the only time, because she allegedly did the same thing to singer Maya. After rumors went around about Maya having an affair with Jay-Z, Jason claims to have some actual evidence of Beyonce blackballing careers, and he's going to spill the tea unless Beyonce starts showing him some respect. However, fans think Jason is bluffing, and they're not here for him trying to speak on Beyonce. They've been leaving comments saying whether he knows something or not, he's delusional as F. Beyonce is not his friend, and she does not need him for anything. He really believes that he is way more important than he is. And Jason Lee believes that friends should be purchasable, that image is everything, and that money is influence and power. He is confused, hurt, bitter, entitled, envious individual with abandonment issues. I quit him and anything solely or directly for or by of him nearly a decade ago. The thirst for relevancy and fame is dangerous. Y'all, the situation is a hot mess, and I feel like Jason is playing in everybody's faces. But what do y'all think? Do you think he really got some dirt on Beyonce, or do you think that he's just bluffing and hurt? Let me know what you think in the comments, and then check out this next video.
Good, bro. This is my dream. It's your dream? Yeah. My boy. Die. Yeah. I'm moving here. I'm never leaving. Okay. No cap. God bless you. God bless you. Got it. Huh? Got it. Got it. Got it. Got it. Yeah. Got it. Got it. Pull over.
Where's the whole
At night, somebody is standing like, hey, really like, hey, give her money, and like, oh,
there were some Jewish people in the audition, and I said, yeah. They said, no, it's funny. It's like they hang them and then they can't. I said, yeah, like you bring some Jewish people into a room and they think it's a shower, but it's gas. Oh. And they said, right. I said, right. That ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't funny about putting a rope around my MFN neck either. I made a point. The guy was like, who the hell was this little nigga talking like?
When many of these artists get signed, they are sent to people like Michelle Lamy, handlers who mold them into what they become. For those who don't know who Michelle Lamy is, let me give you a quick rundown. Michelle is an 80-year-old fashion designer who is married to the self-proclaimed Dark Prince of Fashion, Rick Owens. Michelle is an open occultist and might just be the most powerful witch in Hollywood. Just by looking at her, you can see she's obviously into witchcraft. For all obvious reasons, Michelle is very popular in the Hollywood celebrity scene, as she is always around many celebrities that you wouldn't expect her to be around. The reason for this is because she is the secret handler of the music industry. She's the one grooming these artists and teaching them about the occult. She has pictures with many rappers and other celebrities. There are several pictures of Michelle with the Migos. In this video, the Migos can be seen taking photos with Michelle. There are also several photos of Michelle with Offset. Offset looked awfully happy around her. He literally has photos with her like if she was his girlfriend. There's also videos and pictures of Michelle with Cardi B. Michelle also has photos with the Kardashians. She has so many photos with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West. She even has photos with Kanye when he was with other women after breaking up with Kim. Kanye and the witch Michelle were very close, as you can see how happy Kanye was around her. Lamy was also Kim's handler for a while, as Kim even dressed like her and was influenced by her. We can also find Michelle Lamy with Lil Uzi Vert and a bunch of other celebrities in this photo, just like Travis Scott. And you guessed it, she's also in photos with Travis Scott. She can also be seen in photos with Ken Carson and Destroy Lonely, two artists who are signed to Playboy Cardi.
Certain people in the music industry have a handler. Where Diddy was originally at, and he got let go. Who picked him up? Clive Davis. That day, he acquired his handler. The music went boom. When they seen he was maxing out in music and it wasn't working for him no more, where did they move him to? TV. Start doing the making the bands. Then it went to merch, right? When that shit phased out, then he went to the Revolt shit, then he went to the liquor. The Ciroc shit phased out. He was supposed to be moved elsewhere. But the liquor gave him the feeling that he had back when the music was popping. When they give him the De Leon, you got your run and we're gonna move you elsewhere. You know what Diddy said? Fuck that. I got $1 billion. I'ma tell you what I'ma do. Now, as they're building you, they're also establishing something, bring your ass down if they have.
If you are powerful to the point people believe what you say, and there's one person in particular who it's the same power as Tupac had, and you have that kind of power and you disobey their orders that they tell you, because then your handlers, it's not about, hey, do this or Nike's gonna drop you. It's do this or we either expose a tape of you getting raw dogged by a male or we kill you.
Yeah, but like how it's like you got to put yourself in that situation to be able to have that sort of blackmail. You don't just have blackmail like that unless like you do something.
They do something. They sell their soul. They enter that world. They know what they're in. It's not an accident. They know they can't disobey it. But a lot of the times, imagine when you're under like a hierarchy and you're under this world and you have a handler and one day you want to break out because they did something you didn't appreciate or they promised you an award that you didn't get that year. Because that's how this world works. Do this for us and we'll give you a Grammy. Do this for us, you're winning the Super Bowl this year. They can call me crazy. Everything I'm saying is factual right now. It's never the message that's wrong, it's the messenger. I say a lot of true things, but because it comes out of my mouth, people don't listen.
About the people who quite literally tried to convince him that he was crazy, gave him a fake diagnosis, and then fed that diagnosis to TMZ. Wow. He spoke about handlers in particular that were there to try to convince him that he was crazy. Wow. That got me thinking. I remembered that Dave Chappelle is not the first person to have said that exact same thing. I mean, Kanye West was not the same person to have said that exact same thing. In fact, Dave Chappelle said it before Ye did. That exact same narrative. We were told that Dave Chappelle was crazy. I think we were even told that he was bipolar. And he came back and he sat down with Oprah and he spoke about handlers. He spoke about people offering him $50 million, which he decided to turn down when he recognized that these handlers were controlling him. He claimed that he was being used by them and manipulated by them. One such example he gives is that they told the press that he had pneumonia, and then they tried to convince him to go along with that narrative to confirm the lie. And he said, no, I'm not going to confirm that lie. They also told the public that he was suffering from writer's block when he was just trying to take a break because he had realized that he was maybe doing a deal with the devil. He also says that they tried to convince him that he was crazy.
The whole time, they're trying to convince me I'm insane. They were trying to get me to take psychotic medication.
Wow.
Yeah. Like I'm sitting around, you know, I was stressed out, but the people that were telling me I was insane, I believe that they knew what was going on.
Of course. Of course.
Very interesting.
We don't have no power. No matter what we do, we can all click up. We don't have no organization that holds any weight. NAACP don't hold no weight. We don't have no organization that holds no weight. You can't speak bad about a Jewish person because they have organizations and they're a close-knit group of people in power who will bring you down. Same thing with gays. You can't say nothing bad about gays because they move as a unit. Black people don't have that.
I mean, if you
I don't like to talk about it, and I love Jewish people, but they're powerful. I don't want them to misconstrue anything I'm saying or take anything I'm saying the wrong way.
People like you always say, man. They do, and I hope that this is what helps him to go find some real healing, because clearly he's hurting, right? And I don't see this ending well. I feel like he's moving like a person who doesn't feel like he's gonna be here much longer.
Daughter and all of the usual suspects, the handlers, Dave Chappelle, Meek Mills, Diddy, all these people aren't in position. Now, for us as celebrities, they got to call and put a leash on him. What are we going to do with Ye? He delusional. That's the best. Dave, give him a call. Diddy, give him a call. Tell him we ain't like the t-shirt. Tell him, like, right now the agenda is this is the voting agenda for the celebrities, for the black. Make them do exactly what LeBron would do. Make them do exactly what Drake would do. And y'all know my stance on this. I want to say something about the number one. What's so good is the fuck you.
This guy is the biggest influence on celebrities, maybe in the entire world. And what you'd notice is every time that Kanye goes on a rant and seems to be losing it about someone in particular, it always comes back to this guy. And he, again, is the #1 celebrity influencer in the world. The reason, he is their nutritionist. He is their personal trainer. And when you think about it, he is in control of people from Kanye, Kim Kardashian, John Mayer, Charlie Puth, Alicia Keys, Jessica Simpson, Ariana Grande, and it just keeps going on and on and on and on. And the question is, if Kanye hates this guy so much and has said that this guy nearly took his life, this guy said that he is going to send Kanye back to the loony bin where play dates with his family just won't be the same ever again. Why is a nutritionist, why is a personal trainer allowed to literally influence all of America, essentially because he's influencing the celebrities? This is the person that I think we should all be looking at a little bit more. We should be tracking him, and you should look into his history a little bit more. The things he actually did in the past aren't on Google unless you look deep enough.